refresh the page.
Hey everybody, are we live? We are live. Well now, welcome to the very first live streamed episode of Sin Cafe. Today, we're going to be doing elk bacon burgers. You heard me right. Elk bacon burgers. Oh my. So, look at our wonderful ingredients here. We've got ourselves some happy little potato rolls, a beautiful, wonderful tomato, some pickle, some fresh iceberg lettuce, and our wonderful ground elk. Now, we've been allowing this to come to temp, and only allow the amount of elk you want to use or going to use right then and there to come in temp, because you have to keep this stuff frozen. That's just the way it is because it's very perishable. So only defrost and warm to temp what you're going to use immediately. But this has been seasoned with some pasilla chili, some Pequeen chilies, oh yes, little bit of some cumin, about a teaspoon's worth, about 3 teaspoons of garlic powder, little bit of salt, about a half teaspoon of some sage, and just a tiny pinch of some Old Bay, just to give it a little more kick and some, evenness to our spice. That proper, Creole flavor. We've got some wonderful hickory smoked bacon, and of course, our coup de grace is this wonderful jalapeno we're going to roast. So we've got our oven kicking on broil and our beautiful jalapeno sitting right there. So with that, let's get to cooking. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to roast our happy jalapeno. Throw that in there on broil and happily let that go right there. And so, next, we've got some things to prep. And it's that wonderful thing that likes to go off whenever anybody cooks in an apartment. Silly fire alarm. Well, such is life. So we're going to slice up our happy tomato first off. Just like this. Set this aside happily, right there. And then we're going to make our happy pickle some sandwich slices. Ooh, yeah. Just like that. Some people like discs. I like sandwich slices for some applications, especially this one. It works really well when you're doing burgers. Get better coverage and the flavors melt and equalize a lot more happily this way. And we'll cut these for little slivers on the side as a garnish. Now we cut our happy onion. And that's exactly enough. So we're going to take our onion, save the rest for later. And there we be kicking it. And we are dry roasting our jalapeno. Nothing on it, no oil, nothing. Just the jalapeno in the oven on broil. So, we practically prepped everything. The last thing you want to do is, there it goes again, every time you open the oven. Gotta love that. The last thing you prep is the lettuce. And essentially the wonderful. The joys. But it wouldn't be interesting without, a little bit of mayhem. Now would it? But the thing about lettuce is it's best when sliced at the very last minute and it's shredded. It just gives it this flawless crispness, and you want it ice cold. So we're going to put this back in the icebox and pull it when it's time. Aye. Just like that. Excuse me. And so, while we're doing this, it's time to kick up our bacon. That's right. Bacon. Oh, everyone loves bacon. Well, almost everyone. There are some people who are unable to eat it. Fair enough. Some people, dietary, religious, whatever. But, to each their own, and nothing wrong with that. It's just, However, I quite love the stuff. We'll leave it at that. Oh, listen to that wonderful sizzle. Now we're going to wash our hands, of course. And it'd be kicking it. So, now we're going to get rid of the packaging. Rinse our hands again, because as you see in restaurants, always wash your hands 2 times. Well, especially when using the bathroom, but in this case, we're handling packaging from things that we want to prevent cross-contamination from. Alright. And there we are. And oh, look at that bacon sizzle. And this is no sugar bacon, uncured, but we do like a little bit of sweetness to our bacon, so we're adding some turbinado, organic raw turbinado sugar. So good. The tiniest, little tiny bit of kosher salt, because it's also very low sodium, which is a very good thing. This has no sodium nitrate, which, nobody likes that stuff. It's not good for you. Where did my pepper run to? Oh, it's all the way at my dining table. Well, yeah. One of these days I'll fill a second grinder for the kitchen again. Oh well, I've been, a little lazy. But such is life. Besides, a little bit of exercise running across the room to get your pepper ain't so bad. Flip these once so we can pepper the other side. There it ran. Pepper. Freshly ground black pepper. Oh, so very good. And with that, we've got bacon going. Salut. Our wonderful, wonderful beer. From a place far, far up north. It's a wonderful ale. So very delicious. Perhaps if they sponsor us, we can tell you their name someday, but we'll tell you. You can get it anywhere on the West Coast, and even some places elsewhere on the East Coast and others, but it'd be quite delicious. And it's named after the state it's brewed in. Aye, it's good stuff. So, in the interim, we're going to actually do this. Separate our little happy rings so that we get a more layered experience, and it makes the burgers easier to eat. And we're going to spread our tomatoes out for half a second. Hit them with a little bit of black pepper and a little bit on the onion. And it makes a world of difference, believe it or not. Seasoning your vegetables lightly, even sandwich vegetables. It's something that happens in restaurants, and it's why when you get a good sandwich or a sub, it's got salt and pepper. And if you lightly season your wonderful happy veggies, just like your onion and your tomatoes, it just makes the flavor pop. Try it. If you like it, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, that's fair too. Some people just want more simplicity. But that's what it is. And yeah, there are happy little seasoned thingies. Aye. And oh my, there's our bacon. Getting all wonderfully crisp and wonderfully browned on one side. We're going to let it go longer because we're doing this on medium low. The reasoning, of course, is because no one likes burnt bacon. Everyone likes properly rendered, flawless bacon. And some people might like it burnt to a crisp, but are you really enjoying the bacon? Or are you just eating a burnt piece of charcoal? And I don't know about you, but I don't like burnt pieces of charcoal. Just saying. So, happy bacon. Anyhow, while that's rendering, we'd like to mention we do other shows, and we will probably be streaming them as well. We do one about Pokemon and battle leagues called Battle Shack. We do, of course, Sin Cafe. And we have one coming soon called Infinite Technology that will show you how to do just about anything with any computer, whether it be set it up, add a new hard drive, upgrade it, all of that goodness, assuming it's one that can be upgraded. Yet, like iFixit says, and the motto of the Right to Repair movement, if I can't fix it, take it apart, rebuild it, or upgrade it myself without paying somebody some exorbitant amount of money for a bunch of crap, then I don't own it. That goes for all of that stuff. Don't buy it. There are many fine brands. A lot of people like to gravitate towards the rotting fruit, but you can't really fix those things. You can fix other Android devices. You can even fix the most amazing flagship Android device. And they support that in practically every way, except like when the main board dies and the chip goes, but then you're done. But that said, back to the food. And this is Sin Cafe. And of course, you can see all of these via our website at number 8, letters SYN.com. Back to the food. Bacon. Oh my, beautiful bacon. And it looks like it's gotten all nice and happy on one side. Oh yes, it has. It's time to flip that. Look at that wonderful caramelizing crispiness. but you still have areas that are nice and just flawlessly perfect. And now, of course, we're going to check our jalapeno. Jalapeno time, jalapeno time. It's jalapeno time. And it's time to flip it now. Oh my. And get ready for mayhem. Mayhem. Oh yes. That thing. And if everybody, it's like they don't really work when it's time. And in an apartment, you know, you've got two of them. One that's a hard wire that plugs to... Anyway. It is what it is. Like, but hey, you know, in the middle of the night, you're not cooking and one of those goes off. Well, then you'll really be glad you've got them. So that's a very good thing and a very good point. Boom. So, oh, our bacon is looking wonderful. Veggies are sliced. Our jalapeno is getting all happily roasted. We're gonna let it roast and then peel it. And that should occur probably in tandem with the bacon being about ready, which is flawless. And then we toast our buns. Oh yeah, toasty buns. Always fun. Yeah. So, you know, additionally, we've got a set of NFTs. It's based upon one of our creatives, one of our talent, and of course one of our creators, an artist who used their likeness in cartoon form to create a wonderful series called Super Secret Security Travel. Check us out on OpenSea. Really cool. If you like us, you love us, perhaps that. In any case, you know, like us, love us, don't leave us. But hey, if you do, you do. You're going to miss out on all sorts of goodness. Recipes. And all of those NFTs do have unlockable content, and there will be special content, recipes, intimate video reviews of cutting-edge technology no one has touched before, with the chance to win amazing devices on release day. Ooh. So you're going to want to check out and stick around for when we do one of these episodes for Infinite Technology. And all the rest of them, of course, too. Battle Shack, well, we're working on that. But there will be promos for that, too. And we are not Pixelmon. We are Battle Shack. We are Infinite Syndicate Broadcasting Corporation. Welcome to our realm. Anyway, so our bacon is looking all wonderful and ready right now. It's time to pull that, throw it on a nice happy plate, so as to let it rest. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And that's exactly what we want. And, oh, that's so good. One of these days, maybe I'll manage to invent smell-o-vision. We'll see. But that's right behind the teleporter, which far, far more practical, obviously, because then you can, you know, actually send things to people and talk about a delivery business, dudes. Hey, Uber, DoorDash. Oh gosh, teleporter in their hands would be a crime. Ah, the worst ever. But yet, that would be awesome. Make it. Zap it. Done. And, you know, the thing about having a teleporter for food, well, if it messes up, that's a great way to get a transporter working. Because what's the worst that happens? Your food is a jumbled mess you can't eat. It's better than a jumbled mess of, yeah. But hey, yeah. Teleporter transport system. Gene Roddenberry had a thought about that. Anyway, it might just work. Try it with food first, not people or living things. Food first. Empty, yeah, exactly. That said, well, let's check our wonderful jalapeno. How it be roasting, it roasts oh so well. How it is roasting, it's roasting oh well. Happy it's roasted, all of it's done now. Almost. One more side it's got to go, yeah. One more little side right there. For a couple minutes, yeah. And then literally, you run them under cold water and the skin pretty much rinses right off. It's really a very simple process, which is really cool. So, yeah. Roasted jalapeno. Very good stuff. Have a little bit of beer while you wait on that jalapeno. Turn up the heat on your cast iron skillet to medium high. Well, slightly just above medium, so yeah, slightly warmer than medium, because these things heat up really well. And yeah, right now we're using an electric stove, so on gas you're going to want to be even closer to medium low even, because, excuse me, they get hot fast and you don't want to burn your burgers. They want a nice caramelized Meissler effect, not burnt meat. No one likes burnt food. They want flawless food. It's a big thing. So, yeah. And in the interim, yeah, I'm having a pickle. Oh, wow. These are from a California company. Wow. They're named after a valley there. They're so good. They're naturally fermented. And you can find them in a lot of very nice grocery stores. And not too expensive either. So, highly recommend checking them out. Yeah, they make good pickles. But like I say, good stuff. So, at this point, I think our jalapeno is ready. Let's see about it and do it up. And the reason you pull the skin off of these is because it removes all the bitterness. And then you just have a wonderful roasted flavor that's so amazing. Jalapeno time. As you can see, also, our cast iron skillet's already smoking. I'm going to turn it down so it's closer to medium. There's that thing again. One of these days. So you put that there. And And of course you're going to want to see this. Maybe rinse our jalapeno. Okay. Like I say, so hold it in the tongs because this bad boy's hot. Get some cold water going. Run it under there. Once you've got it under there, it literally just has the skin fall away. Just like that. And it exposes the wonderful jalapeno flesh beneath it, which is where all of our wonderful flavor comes from. And you may have noticed this one was a bit more ripe and it was starting to go orange. So, as you can see, beneath the skin, it's actually bright orange. Ooh my. Gotta love organic, real jalapeno. Ever so good. Now, we're also going to pull the top off this. And we want the flavor, not as much the heat. So we're going to pull the seeds out of that as well. And as you can see, those come away just like that. And we are left with an amazing golden roasted jalapeno. Oh my. Try my hand right there so I can operate this. And we go back over here to our wonderful prep board. And we toss it down. And we give that a slice there. We're making burgers for 2. So, 1 per burger. And this is a big one, so 1/2 a jalapeno per burger. Some people may want to keep the heat. But remember, we already have 2 very wonderful spicy chilies in the burger itself. We don't want to overpower and overheat your palate, because then you'll just be like screaming for beer, water, or milk, and you won't be tasting the food. Ugh, that's no good. Now, rinse me hands. And then we're going to get on to our next item of business. Which, of course, is doing our buns. Everybody loves toasty buns. Before we do that, though, we're going to grab ourselves a couple of parchment sheets. And this is for wrapping our burgers afterwards. Oh, yes. You gotta wrap them. You know, that way they stay together and they stay very happy. And you can eat them all a lot better. Ooh, and all of those juices are locked in. Oh my. So, yeah. Salut. So, we're gonna toasty our buns here. Before we do, we're gonna have a little break. Maybe. Yeah. This segment brought to you by cannabis, the thing that makes you happy. Grown by our local fine growers, obtained through dispensaries here in our wonderful state of Nevada. Because Nevada rules. Well, also, we're the only state that not only tests everything for purity, but makes every company test on an MSGC to tell you everything that's in it. No other state goes that far. No other cannabis has to meet that bar to be so amazing and to not contain any impurities. And so, growers in Nevada strive to get the best. We, by law, have to list all the tocopherols even. Boom. Cali, catch up. And with that said, on with our show. Well now, next stage. Take our happy potato buns. Yay. We've got an oven that's preheated to, let's turn it from broil. Let's take our pan down a little because it's smoking. Let our oven return to about 350. Give it a minute. After all, once again, nobody likes to burn things. Burnt food is not edible, nor is it good. By the same token, fake food is not good. Well, you know, there's a company that makes burgers, but I don't think I'd call them burgers. Anything that can sit on a shelf for 2 decades and still look the same. Are you sure that's really food? But hey, it's cheaper than actual food, and so people who can't afford real food end up having to buy that stuff. Kind of sad. Wow. No, we won't think about that any further, but maybe you should in the future. Anyhow, take ourselves a little happy butter. Butter one side of our buns like that. Put them face down on our happy baking tray. Butter this other side. Happy baking tray. And there we go. Happy baking tray. And then we're going to have to get our handy dandy little happy tool here. Oh yeah, our grill spatula. And of course, that's going to be used for all the goodness of fun. Love that sound. It's the sound of good food coming together. What more can you say? Yeah. So much fun for today. So we're literally just kind of waiting for our oven to cool down a little bit. It's all hot and bothered, and because we were running it as a broiler. So, you know, gotta time this and do it well. Also, because part of this involves finishing part of the patty in the oven to get the temp right. We really want the temp spot on. Too hot, cooks too quick. Too cold, well, it doesn't cook right at all. So, keep that in mind. Granted, anything below 300 for this recipe is about too cold. Of course, you could try reverse searing your elk, but I'd only advise that if you were the one who caught and skinned and prepared the elk yourself, or butchered it yourself, or, you know, collected the elk yourself and then had a friend butcher it or some such thing. Otherwise, if it's ground elk, yeah, you want to cook it at least a good medium to at least medium, just because you don't know. This comes from a really good ranch, and they specialize in high quality, free range meat, and I will give them that, so that's an awesome thing. But still, for gamey meats like elk and deer, you often, want to do it around medium if you're getting ground product, pre-ground. Now, you could get deer elk steaks and grind those yourself. Yeah, but, if you've got elk steak, chances are you're not going to want to grind it unless you got a whole bunch more in the deep freeze. Just saying. So, we've got our happy day. And it's coming along, and yes, now is when Chef takes a little smoke break. And do we have any live stream watchers and any comments? Talking to my sound guy. Yeah, one of our creatives. We've got one viewer. Oh, nice. If you've got any comments, while we wait for our oven to come to the right temp and cool off, let us know. Oh boy, it's mayhem time, because we're letting it cool, and we all know what happens when that does. Well, like I say, it's annoying right now, but if it ever goes off in the middle of the night and you're sleeping, you'll be glad it's there. So, yeah. That's probably about right. And we can check it by doing this. So you turn off your oven, you open it up for a minute, just cuz. And then you turn it back on to the temperature you want. And presto, when it's ready, it will tell you. And at this point, as you can see, it was too cold because it did not go beep. It didn't beep. Yes. Well now. So we've got our happy stuff prepped. We've got our buns ready to go in the oven. And our elk. Oh yes, it's finally almost at room temp. That's also another thing. Whenever you're doing any meat of red meat kind or in general, you you want it to come to room temp right before you cook it. And of course, anything that's come to room temp, you're going to have to use immediately. That's why, restaurants only prep what they're going to use, and they prep exactly what they think they're going to use or sell, for the night, for that night, or for the X number of hours they're going to run, that they plan. Because nobody likes food waste. Now, some people, you can always tell when your burger was frozen. You can always tell when your burger came right out of the fridge and it just didn't cook right. And it just has this congealed horribleness to it. Blech. You don't want that. That's why you let it come to temp, so that all the fat cooks evenly and renders wonderfully. And it just becomes this delicious wonderfulness you just absolutely enjoy. So, with that, let's drink to that. Good food is always good. Food. Fun. Woo! That means what we think it means. Our oven is ready. Oh my. Oh my. Now, because electric thermostats can be a little inaccurate, give it another minute or two, and flawlessness. And we've got our happy skillet, and it's a-smoking. So, yeah, we're ready to be going. Ah, boom. And yeah, c'est la vie. Life is good. Yeah. And of course, we're smoking some more of Nevada's finest, and we're not doing it all next to the food. As you can see, we're standing about 2 or 3 feet away from it. We've got a very nice ashtray, and as you just heard, after we just rinsed our hands, so no cross-contamination, and yeah, always keep it clean. Boom. So with that said, we've got our happily rendered bacon. We've got our wonderful elk. Pans are smoking, and our buns are about to go down. And with that, cheers to the cooking. Alrighty. Yeah. Well, let's put these bad boys. Well, I want one more toke. I want one more toke. It's okay. And then yeah, it's gonna be amazing. I highly suggest you repeat this recipe. Once again, pound of elk, teaspoon of pasilla pepper, ground, some piquin pepper, ground finely, cumin, teaspoon of that as well, half a teaspoon sage, 2 teaspoons garlic powder, tiny dash of some salt, not even a quarter of a teaspoon. And of course, as we said, just the tiniest little pinch of Old Bay. And let that sit in the fridge for about 30 minutes, then put it out in a bowl that's a stainless steel, come to temp. Usually takes about 45 minutes to come to temp, and by that time, your flavor is fully melded, and mwah, it's going to be amazing. Yes, yes. Now, wash our hands, having smoked some beautiful blueberry cupcake, thanks to one of our wonderful local growers here. Again, perhaps if they sponsor us, we'll be allowed to mention them. One can hope. Alrighty, guys. So, what we're going to do now is kick it up and do it. Time to put the buns in the oven and kick it off. Oh, yeah. Throw your buns in the oven, butter side down on a nice little baking sheet. There, 350, kitchen timer. Give that about 4 minutes, 50 seconds. And then we get started on our elk burgers. Now, honestly, when it's time to flip your elk burger, it's about time to pull your buns. So, Timer's a little bit, yeah, not exactly required, but it's useful just so you don't miss it, just in case. Now, we're gonna do these kind of Wendy's style squares. Oh, listen to that sizzle. And these are half-pound burgers. You can do quarter pounds if you like, but myself and my production assistant, we're pretty big people. We eat well and exercise a lot. Yeah. Gotta get that protein. Put both of those there. Wash our hands. Take our bowl, put that in the sink. Wash our hands again. Yeah, we could have avoided the double wash by grabbing the bowl, but hey, so be it. Give that a little press on 1,000 for about 10 seconds. 10, 1,000. Repeat with the other. 10, 1,000. There we are. Rinse our spatula. Wash it with a little soap, actually, very quickly in hot water. Now, in an industrial kitchen, they usually have a nice grill that they can just lay the backside of this on and let it, cook all off. Unfortunately, we don't have that, so we're making use of this wonderful thing called soap and water. And yay! We keep our water at 160 degrees. So, with soap, that kills everything. Everything. There we go. You can easily adjust your water heater to do that for you. If you do happen to, be very, very careful and warn people, because 160 degrees will scald the living crap out of you. It will give you second and third degree burns if you're not careful. So, keep that in mind and be careful. Don't wash your hands with hot water if you do that at full temp. Now, as you can see, our happy little elk burgers are getting all nice and caramely. And they've got that beautiful little brown edge right there. So you know that when you flip this bad boy, it's going to look just like that. Oh, dear goddess. Oh, dear goddess. And there. Now you let that go for another minute. And we're going to go over here and we're going to grab our cheese. What type of cheese, you ask? Well, we have something special for this. Where did I put it? That's always great. The thing right when you need a thing, it decides to hide from you. You always gotta love that. Well, better the refrigerator's full than empty. That is the thing that he said. Now, where? Oh, there. Yeah. And see, that's exactly why you want a timer for your bread. Because you may be stuck in the fridge looking for your happy cheese and totally forget about your bread, which would not be good. And, oh, so good. If you could smell it now, oh, it smells like it was fresh baked. And you gotta love good potato breads. There we are. Give these a nice little quick flip. Throw them back in the oven for another minute. Alright, well, make it 2. Now, these bad boys are, oh my gosh. Oh, so amazing. And you're probably thinking, it's about time for the cheese. Well, it almost is. Because these are happy little thick patties, we're going to finish them in the oven. And so that wonderful timer we just set also applies to these. Throw them in the top rack. And there you go. And in the interim, grab yourself a nice little cleaning rag. And always helps to clean while you do stuff. Always clean in step. That way you have less to do later. There we are. That's good for now. We'll give it a deep clean later after dinner. Oh yeah. Can you say elk burger? Elk burger. Now, we take our happy little sheets of parchment, get them ready just like that. Move our cheese for a moment. Move our spoon holder and our happy mixer. Don't need celery seed. And there we are. Turn off our front burner. And with 43 seconds left, we're going to pull our happy burgers forward. Oh my, look at those things. Oh yeah, look at that. So good. And now, it's time to top them with the thing. And we'll turn that off because it's got 12 seconds left. And we're already at the final stage. So this is some organic Monterey Jack. Some organic white American to complement this. But before we lay that down, we're going to do this. We're going to put some of our happy bacon there, just like that. Oop. There we go. 2 nice happy strips of bacon. And throw our cheese slice down right on top of that. Then we take 2 strips over here. Try and get them a little more crisscrossy. Throw that little beautiful slice right there. Put that back just like that. Pull out our wonderful buns. Oh my God. Look at that. So golden, so wonderful. Put a timer on for another few minutes. And now, it's time to prep the burger. Ooh. So, bun top, bun bottom, bun top, bun bottom. Now, trying to fish out a knife to spread our mustard. We're just going to go for mustard with these. Keep it very simple. No mayo. Just mustard. Little on the top, little on the bottom. This is some really good spicy German mustard. And we give that a nice even coat on each side so it's happily spread, just like that. And we've got a top and a bottom. We toss our knife in the sink. We're done with that. And then we've got our lettuce to shred. Oh my. As we said, lettuce is best shredded right before. And that's the way to do it. Let's move our tomatoes slightly. Slice off a nice little piece right there. Put this back in its home. Shred our happy lettuce, just like that. Ice cold shredded iceberg. Oh, so nice. You can use any lettuce you like, yet for burgers, I quite like iceberg. It works well. Say what you will about it, you know. But everybody's got their preferences. We'll leave it at that. So pickle on the bottom. And then we do shredded lettuce on top of our pickle. Slice a tomato. Some red onion. Oh my. A little bit of the pickle on the top. Top with the jalapeno. Oh my. Oh my. And then, well, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Done. Alrighty, so let's look at these wonderful burgers. Woof. Oh, that smells so good. And looky there. Oh. Unbelievably delicious. Now it's time to put our burgers on our buns. Walk on over, slap that together. Oop. Make sure it's better situated. Escape onion, back in the burger. And then you wrap it. And you wrap it upside down. Why? So that the juices flow into the top so the bottom doesn't fall apart when you eat it. What a concept. And now we've got this one. And voila. Serve with your favorite condiments. And of course, this is what they look like when they're done. Oh my. elk burgers. So, accompany those with your favorite side. Rinse, wash, repeat. Bon appetit. It's time for me and my production crew to eat. Join us next time at Sin Cafe, 8syn.com, Sin Cafe, or right here. We're going to be doing episodes 3 times a week, usually Monday, Thursdays, and perhaps Saturday evenings. But at least 3 times a week. We're still working out the schedule. But tune in next time, because it's going to be amazing. Oh my. We'll probably be doing mac and chili cheese. Something. We've already done it to tacos, but we haven't done it live. Perhaps we shall. Perhaps we'll come up with other crazy mac and chili cheese crazy combo to blow your mind. But again, like us, share, and tune in next time. And this has been Sin Cafe at IB Lord Syndicate. Have a great one. Have a nice day.